1958, beneath the entirety of the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, yeah.
Look, Daddy, it's you.
Yes, it is.
Let's go out to play, Daddy.
This opening sequence is always just so... I don't know, this opening sequence just gets to me, because it's like... It's cute to even see that with the proto-Big Daddies, they are still, like, treating the little sisters so nicely and gingerly, like... Just the simple way he picked her up, just very gingerly.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
Lead the way. So, Bioshock 2 has a lot of detractors to it, like, a lot of people don't like this game, and I'd say that's fair. What, you never seen a diver suit before? Anyway, so a lot of people don't like this game, and... What?
Come with us, little girl.
Not on my watch! Let's do it!
You want some, big guy?
Yeah! Like that shit's gonna stop me. Check this out!
Bigger than hard.
In the face! Try me, bitch!
Get out of here, freak!
Take that! Gonna kill you! Ah, that's cheating.
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine.
I mean...
Now, kneel, please.
Oh.
Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head.
Oh. This one. This always sucks.
Fire.
Ah. 10 years later. So yes, a big difference from Bioshock 1 to Bioshock 2 is that you actually get to play as one of the Delta series Big Daddies. One of the, well, proto-Big Daddies, if you will. And you get to feel all the power.
Hello, can you hear me? You're
Alright, and let's begin. Way to get the atmosphere all crispy. All creepy for you. So, we are in the Adonis Luxury Resort, and this area is, well, it's similar to the starting area in Bioshock 1, only difference is that we haven't crashed a plane to the fucking ocean. Oh, hello there. Goodbye. Alright, so, oh no, Coral, whatever will I... Fuck the wrench. Crouch. There goes that little sister again. That's not a little sister. Alright then. So, as I was saying earlier, a lot of people don't care for Bioshock 2 that much. Mainly because, you know, people say it fails to capture the, like... I'll get to you in a second. It fails to capture the magic of the original, but I think it does just fine.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
You know, something that's always bothered me is, what fucking pool's designed like this? I mean, I get it, every pool is, like, built on a slant, but, like, how aggressive is that slant down there? I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's like, yeah, that's where you dive off it, but Christ! Like, it goes from, like, what? A set of stairs to, like, 2 feet, and then it just keeps going down. Like, how deep is this pool? Then again, we're underneath the entire ocean, so I guess it really doesn't matter now, does it? Anyways, moving on.
What's that for tonight? 7 cadavers?
Much easier than the first Splicer encounter in Bioshock 1. Okay, look, I'll be square with you. Bioshock 2 is good for different reasons than Bioshock 1 is good, alright? So this game is much more action-oriented than the other games, and a lot of people didn't really like that. I mean... And I get it, I really do. I mean, I get why people don't like the game, but at the same time, it just doesn't detract from the fun of the game. And I will say that this game was kind of ruined because of, well, just a lot of the... Well, the main creator of this game, Ken Levine, wasn't really allowed, like, full control over this game. So, there's a lot of, like, I don't know, 2K sort of, like, got their hands on this game. They really didn't let Ken Levine, like, do what he really wanted to with this game. Like, for instance, you'll see later with the Big Sisters, like...
Father.
Okay, then. You'll see with the Big Sisters later what I'm talking about, and I'll go in more in depth into that later, but for now, let's splice up. Fistful of lightning.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Daddy!
There she goes. And that is the Big Sister. A completely new enemy type from this game, and she is, well, just another enemy type. Look, I'd like to hype her up and say she's this crazy big badass monster thing, but that's kind of the original intention. Ken Levine wanted the Big Sister to be this one type of enemy you fight throughout the game and is constantly harassing you, but 2K didn't have it that way. So you just sort of, they just sort of become another type of Big Daddy that you just fight when you take care of all the little sisters in an area. Kind of takes away from some of the magic. Does it take away from the game being good? In my opinion, yes and no. Look, Bioshock 2 has its problems, but it also has its, like, good, bright moments as well. So, I can look past all that and actually really just enjoy this game, but a lot of other people just can't. Adonis is back online. And if you listen closely, you can hear Daddy Please Come Home. That was in the launch trailer.
At last,
Tenenbaum.
a signal. You, who are
Bouncers.
bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
So I was contemplating playing this on my 360 and getting that good old original feel, but rather than going through the task of actually setting that whole thing up, I decided, this will be easier to play on my PS4. And here's a good old Rosie, back and looking better than ever. Still fixing up the city. I remember you from the first game. Anyways, before we go forward, we're going to go into the women's bathroom. So yes, the drill is way better than the wrench. Oh,
To
it's
my
Lamb.
daughter, Elena. Soon you will be born.
I don't know why I said
and
that. I knew it
Rapture
was Lamb.
will be your home. You shall be raised as
Can't
I
go into
was,
the guys.
to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Helena. Yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Okay, another audio diary.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up, and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children
Doesn't look like
vanish
you
by
had a
the
good
sea,
day, huh, buddy?
kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
So they really do a lot to set up the story in this one just as quickly as possible. Like, you know, because it's Bioshock 2 and, well, they can't repeat the first game's story, so they gotta get another story starting real quick. So, main plot points. Sophia Lamb's a bitch. They're stealing girls from the surface to make new little sisters. We awake 10 years later after being murdered, and we want revenge. Now, time for the best gun in the entire game. Rivet gun. Okay, just gonna... So this is the rivet gun. Yes, you actually get to use what the Rosies have been using finally after so long, but it's not just any rivet gun, it's a really janky one, you know what I mean? One that can be wielded like one-handed, and something about this game I always wondered, this is the only rivet gun, well, you find more like all around the game that you can pick up for ammo, but this is the only rivet gun that like looks like this that you use. And the other, you know, Rosies, they don't use this, so I'm always curious, like, you know, what a Rosie could do with two of these fucking things. Diary.
Barely made it down alive.
God, just
But here it
everyone
is.
getting into Rapture, apparently.
And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl.
Whoa.
From what I saw in
Drunk.
the sub,
Drunk too much.
most of the city.
Whoa, dude.
But there were lights
Shit.
here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
All right. Hello there.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Oh boy. Oh! Hello there! Alright, first big sister fight, let's go. Missed that one. Damn it. Huh. Even on normal, that's kind of hard. So, I'm not playing this on hard mode, but oh my god, these slaves will never shut up.
Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation.
It's good to hear Andrew Ryan's voice again.
She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Until now, I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
And that's when all the shit went down. Oh, there she goes. So this is how the Big Sister was meant to be. Just this constant, like, overpowered threat that you couldn't deal with. But then you go just start mowing through them. Because, bitch! Ah! Come at me, bro! Fuck you, oh shit, you can't kill me! Because, yes, not even the ocean's a problem. Okay then, moving on.
You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
I'll take that. And there's the new Big Daddy, the Rumbler. So this guy's got a rocket pack, mini turrets, and yeah, he's a pain in the ass to deal with. Just mowing him down. Alright. Hey, and there's the plane from Bioshock 1. Yep, that is the plane from Bioshock 1. Just sort of sitting there. A memento to the first game. There's a couple Easter eggs everywhere in the, well, I shouldn't say everywhere, but there's a couple Easter eggs in this game that allude to the first Bioshock, and they're nice little touches. Welcome back to Rapture. It's been a while. Yep, that Kraken's still hanging around. Yep, she's even more agile in the water than you. More like a diver than you are. Man. On to the next area. And that is your tutorial. Save progress because there's not space remaining in the application save data. Please delete it. Okay. There we go.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
So a cool thing about this game is that, kind of thought I could nail that headshot. Cool thing about the Bioshock 2 is that you can actually melee, like, with every single weapon. I mean, why you would when you have this is beyond me, but, you know, it's there, I guess, in case you really want to. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, God, I suck.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
So, guess what? Hacking in this game is completely different. You need the hack tool to do hacking now. Which means I don't have to edit any more hacking screens. I can just play this game as much as I want. And we can just keep using this to get free hack tools. Or hack darts, I mean. Alright. There we go. So yeah, it's just that easy. Mainly because they wanted to make this game, like I said, they wanted to make this game way more action-focused than it already was. So they toned down the horror for a little bit, and they just sort of like upped the action. Which honestly I can see why they did it, but at the same time it's like, you know. Like, here's a good example.
This is Dr. Sophia.
God, she will never shut the fuck up.
Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the Cheka police vanishing them in the night? Regardless, this Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the Great Chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
So there's not really much you can do here except shoot the splicers and wait for them to set this room on fire. So yes, there's a lot of parallels between this game and the first game. Like, that's almost shot for shot what happened with Andrew Ryan, only they didn't set your room on fire. Can't carry any more of those. I'll take that.
Now you know of the enemy we share.
Yeah.
Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her. Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
So this rivet gun is pretty nice, right? Like, this I don't know what it is about this gun, but like, I guess you could like say it's close to like an M8 Garand kind of, because you get that satisfying like, and it's just like you're just like through the magazine. It's just incredible.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
And we get telekinesis. So you can see the similarities and the problems that, like, with this game, you know what I mean? Like, with the game being more action-oriented, like, you don't get the same satisfying moments, like...
Highballing with all the caretakers. And if anybody gets lippy...
I talked to my Jack in the first game.
Nuts. Saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats. And went on happy ever after. He was a pansy. End of story.
Think I give half a squirt when he's done? He's gone now, and Doc Lamb's the news.
I think that's everyone. Nope. That's not it. And that is how you do that area on hard mode. There are so many audio diaries. So Bioshock 2 has actually the Guinness Book of World Records. Most, like, well, it may not be the Guinness Book of World Records, but it's the Video Game Book of World Records. I remember reading it when I was in middle school. This game has, out of every single game in existence, the most audio diaries, even beating out Bioshock 1. So, yeah, I'm not going to take the time to listen to every single one, but, you know, as I'm going through the game, I'll pop one on every now and then. There we go. I mean, there's no point if we're not coming back through here. Yeah, that's another thing with Bioshock. When you actually get done with an area, you are done with that area. There is no backtracking, so better make sure you grabbed everything.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the...
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta.
Yes.
To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Then I'll make my own. And our first circus has been a long time. Oh, it's so easy. Well, no real reason to buy anything. There she is. Okay.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
Crap. Gotta get to the elevator. Oh wow, that's a lot of you. Where's the button?
Why they always gotta leave?
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in the rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
All right. Well, she was dumb. And we got ourselves some trap rivets. Now don't worry, those won't actually trigger on us. They just trigger on everyone else except us. And also switching ammo is so easy now. Instead of having to reload the entire clip, you can just immediately switch to another clip. How this works, I have no freaking clue, but hey, I'm not gonna question it.
Dr. Siu Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more, something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
And that's where Gil Alexander started to mess up horribly.
You
Hey,
see?
Tenenbaum.
This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind
Hey, it's
that
me.
mask hides an enemy of the people. Without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart. And as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Lamb will take this place apart to fight you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Let's set this place up. There it is. Oh, whoops, I accidentally shot him through the face.
Oh shit!
Druid, come with me.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. Old Tannenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
All right. Now on to Ryan Amusements. So, if I'm being honest, when I first played this game, I kind of thought that Tenenbaum would be around for a little bit longer. I mean, she kind of just fucks off to go to Minerva Den, or Minerva's Den, sorry, and the DLC sort of takes place from there. And honestly, it kind of sucks. I mean, Sinclair's a cool guy, but I don't know. I mean, Tenenbaum, you have more of a connection with her. I will say this though, like, BioShock's story compared to... Are you... What?
Whoa there. Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Okay.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over.
Shit's
to
locked.
reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of she may surpass even me.
Okay there, Inquisitor Lamb. God.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe.
Yep.
Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
So, here's the thing about BioShock 2, why I can see why a lot of people don't like it. Like, we're already out of Power to the People Station. We've been playing for 43 minutes. If you go back to the first episode of BioShock 1, it's not until, like, episode 3 or 4 we get our first upgrade. Like, that's 2 whole areas. And they've just given this one to us just right away. Now, it's not a problem, it's not a big deal, but I can see why people don't like this one compared to the first one. But I do enjoy the action in this game, and it still is very, very fun. Now then, first thing we want to do is, regardless of whether or not we are going to be using the drill, we want to upgrade the efficiency. But we also want to upgrade the damage on the rivet gun. But screw that noise, we're going for efficiency. Regardless of whether or not you're going to use it, you still want to upgrade it.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
And a ticket to enter.
Jim Dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
And we get the machine gun. Yeah, they just full-on give you a big-ass chain gun.
Listen up! Clappers! Get yourselves hid! No fuck-ups this time! Out of my daddy's soul! Hey, think of what's going on! I need to face your better!
Welcome to Ryan Amusement. Insert your ticket now. Got price for children under free.
Dang it. God, still kind of tryharding this. Last time I played Bioshock 2, I played it on my own time, and I was doing a very, very difficult run through this game. So that's why I'm still like, okay, gotta play this safe.
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
And Sports Boost. You can swing the drill faster and run a little bit faster, thank God. Alright. So, we have quite the level to explore. Oh man, do we have quite the level to explore. Okay, so first off, we gotta get ourselves to a Little Sister. And we have to... okay, let me start at the beginning. We have to get Incinerate. That costs Adam. We don't have any Adam. How'd you get Adam in the first game? Well, you fought Big Daddies, right? Well, it's a little more complicated in this game.
I love the kids in Miss English 3rd grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover
we'll
party
do
at Ryan
the
Amusement.
gift shop first.
Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
New Year's, huh? Well, nothing bad happened on New Year's, right? Right? Oh god, a lot of bad stuff happened on New Year's.
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. Tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Pop half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
Some enemies in the early game can be simply taken out with a single rivet to the head, and yeah, that kind of just becomes a dominant strategy. No, here we go. And we got some heavy rivets. Now the heavy rivet is your big, like, boss damage dealer. It's what you use to put the hurt on anything armored.
I know the surface, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there, in service of the common men. I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
And we get you two. There we go. And that is how you get those security bots, like I was talking in the first game.
It's what? The dog eaters wear human skins, like us.
Ah, the innocence of the child. psychotic mother. Yep. He'll not attack you, but he will when you bite. So here's the thing about this fight. It's meant to be big, it's meant to be, like, crazy. It's meant to be...
Now that big daddy won't bite until you do.
Just put all these down. Switch to your heavy rivet. Then... first. Okay, so we gotta pull the security bots back, or else they're gonna just get destroyed in this explosion. And... start! Come on!
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and...
So now, the big difference in this game, you can actually pick up the little sisters.
He's nicer than other daddies.
And they play a little bit of Eleanor's theme in there just for...
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her, now more than ever.
And now we go back and we pick up all those trap rivets we bought.
We are not mere engines of self-interest. Together, and through unity, we transcend the self.
God, I'm really getting tired of her mimetic bullshit at this point. Salute. Alright. And now we have to find a corpse.
Smell the atom, Daddy? Over there.
First we hack this. Making sure no one can use it.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splashers will come running. Be ready before you set on that body.
2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And that should do it. Actually, hang on a second.
Just put her right down on that corpse.
I know. Some pretty good items. Alright, let's do this.
Here it is.
Gonna push it down.
That is a child of the family.
Oh my god,
Not a
shut
toy
up,
for
lady.
you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
She's helpless!
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
I told you about this one. Make him listen.
What am I stuck on? Oh.
Why, hello there. My name is Andrew Ryan.
Hang on.
Built the city.
There's something we gotta do first.
Just like you, because the world above had become unfit for us. But here, beneath the ocean,
You get an achievement for that, and it's called 9 Irony.
if those we left behind will ever come to their senses. So,
Let me! Don't go!
I love how every time you get hit, it's just the sound of like a metal gong. Like, their hits are less effective. Alright. And then I believe there are some heavy ribbons in this room over here. Yep.
Woe unto the great city! It is no way.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
When Fontaine ruined everything. Over every single place. Well, it seems like a good place to stop for now. If you like this content, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.